Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. So today all I did was just kind of do like a get ready with me style video using the Colourpop Sandstone palette. I mean, not that I had a whole lot to say anyways because I was so focused on doing my makeup, but anyhow, if you like this look and you kind of are interested in learning how to achieve it, keep on watching and I promise you won't be disappointed. And if you are into this kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe. You can do that at any point during the video. Yeah, so let's get into it. Hi everyone. So I was just doing my brows right now with the NYX Microbrow pencil. I think that's what it's still called. Yeah, NYX Microbrow pencil. There's no real reason behind this video. I'm just kind of doing my makeup as usual. So I'm just going to use some e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer as a base. And like, I don't know, I always wonder like what goes on in like other people's daily routine. Like someone from across the world, across the country, across wherever, but I just always wonder like what is your daily routine? What are the products that you can't live without? You know, I feel like we tend to lose the communication when we're not talking about our favorite products, which is what we should be doing. So that is done. I just need to set my eyes. So I'm gonna use this Too Faced Pretty Rich palette. I use this like every single day, mostly for this shade. I use that to set my eyes and sometimes my under eyes, but usually just my eyes. And then like the transition shade right next to it, I have like almost well, I've already hit pan on, but I get a lot of use out of that shade too. Let's see what next. So normally I have like somewhat of an idea of what I want to do, but today there's really none. Kind of just going in with it as I kind of just talk. I think I want to take this shade Vortex, just the third one from the going right to left. It would be the third one on the top row. I'm just gonna see if this even shows up on my skin tone at all. Barely. So like anyone else who has this palette, what I want to know is like what are your favorite shadows to use to create certain looks, like, you know, things that are a little more out of the bronzy yellow range, because I do find it kind of hard to get away from that with a color scheme like this. Not that it's not a great color scheme or anything, it's just I feel like you're very limited by what you can do with these kind of shades. I feel like it is limiting a little bit. It's just my opinion, I don't know. But yeah. So I think that's, I mean, it looks like shit on camera. Like it just does. But in my mirror, they actually look pretty good. I think I'm just gonna go one more time just for good measure and apply that to the crease. I'll go a little higher than I did last time. And you know what's weird is this color comes off like a purple, like it would be like a light purple or something. I know it doesn't, the camera just looks brown, but it actually comes off like an orangey brown. So that's cool if that's something you're into. Let's see. I like it. I mean, there are some lines in the side that I feel like need a little blending. But other than that, like, I feel like it's pretty nice. So now, sticking with this theme where we're not gonna go into the same colors that I always want to go into when I use this. Maybe I could probably take some of this shade Quest Crew. It's not like a complete shimmer. It's kind of got a bit of a matte finish to it as well. So I'm just gonna take that a little bit lower than we took our last crease color. Obviously, we're trying to build a gradient here. I need something with like more fluff to it. So I'm just gonna look for a nice big blending brush. This might be a minute. Alright, so I found some bigger brushes, and there's the Morphe E23 and then this BH Cosmetics. It came with their 7-piece eye essential set. I don't know if there's like a number for it. So going back into the palette. I'm gonna take the BH Cosmetics brush and I'm gonna go back into Vortex. And I'm gonna dip it also into Open Road. And I'm just gonna use that to kind of blend the top area of my crease. I kind of feel like creating a cut crease, but at the same time, I'm just like not in the mood to do all that. Like, just not. So I think I'm gonna take some of the shade. I was gonna say Big Butte, but that's gonna turn out like how the last like 3 eye looks I did with this were. So I'm just gonna go straight into, how about Templeton, because it has like a purpley tone, and the other 2 that I used that were kind of purpley-ish. So let's see. This isn't a super pigmented shade either. I'm gonna have to go in a little bit more. So it's actually really pretty. It looks just like a dark brown, even though it is like a dark mauve-y purple type of situation. So I'm just gonna go ahead and match up the other side. So I have not yet picked out what shimmer shade I'm gonna use, but I decided I was just gonna go ahead and moisturize my face since that's something I need to do already. I'm just gonna think about which shimmer shade I wanna use. I don't know, there's just so many like good ones in that palette, and like I want to give them a shot, you know. I haven't tried them. Well, I haven't tried them all, but anyways, what kind of like makeup, or I would say like what kind of debates do you go through in your head about makeup. Like, I feel like it's something like, I don't know, I always like worry about like whether or not a look is gonna come out good. And usually I'm able to salvage it if it's starting to look like not look good. But lately I've just been feeling super uncreative. Like I want to just like blank out this space like in the front of my eyelid and just keep it like that. But that's super boring. So like I said, we're going in with a shimmer. I think there's two really pretty ones I could go for. I'm gonna kind of swatch them to see. Oh, okay, that's like very different than what I pictured. So that's Bell Rock and Pueblo. The top one is Bell Rock, the bottom one is Pueblo. And I don't know, I might use both of them. Even though the Bell Rock one kind of got like weird and chunky on my arm right now. That was like, it was weird. So I guess I'm gonna try a brush first, and then I know I'm gonna end up going in with my fingers. But just to say or make it look like I went in with a brush and tried, I'm going to go ahead and spritz both sides of this brush, which is also from BH Cosmetics. It just says 103, whatever that means. So I'm gonna take some of that shade Bell Rock and I'm gonna go into the inner portion of my lid. That doesn't look bad. Like it looks so much better in the mirror. I don't understand. I don't get it. But I'm gonna go ahead and dip into that shade again. So I'm gonna do a little bit of blending on the outer corners. Not too bad. I'm probably gonna not dip back into the palette until I need to do my inner corner highlight and brow bone highlight. But yeah, those were all good brushes that I picked out for this look. I didn't use all of them, but it's okay. Let's see. I just had to shove like 30 brushes into this little thing that already has a bunch of brushes in it. So the first part I'm going to do for my eyeliner is I'm going to apply the Infallible Never Fail eyeliner in the shade Carbon Black. I'm just going to be applying that to the top of my lids, and then I'm going to do my wing liner from there. So I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible L'Oreal Infallible Lacquer Liner in the shade 171, which is blackest black. I'm just using an angled brush. This is a BH Cosmetics one. And okay. I'm liking this so far. One side down. Alright, so that's my wings done. Not my best work, but I mean, pretty quick and easy for gel liner, and they don't look too bad, so to me it's a win. I know I cannot talk when I'm doing my liner. I have to like be super like hyper focused. So for lashes,
Homes.
I wore those yesterday. So I'm going to go, I think, with one of my individual pairs. I literally have like a box of lashes, so it's like I have to sit here and like dig through all of them to see which ones I want to use. Ruby. I think I'm gonna wear this shade again, or this style again. They're called Ruby, and that's number 1650.
Yeah.
So, oh, and a couple of them fell out on the way up. Cool. So, pretty much nothing has been going on in my life lately, other than waiting. Well, I'm getting checks every week, so I'm waiting to save up enough to fix my car. So that's pretty much been all that I'm doing, is just waiting to have enough money to fix my car. Because here's the story on that. The girl that sold it to me made this very deceptive, very like, I don't know, just deceptive ad for this car, and I really wanted that car, and she kind of failed to tell me all the issues it had. So basically I was like, you know, thinking that I was buying a good car, like, you know, just a good stable car, because that's all I really needed, was something to get around town. And so I thought for sure I had more than that in this vehicle. But anyways, the alignment, we find out, is super off. The back leaf spring, whatever that is broken. And not only that, the entire front brake system is literally like metal on metal, like no type of brakes. And all she said was that the brakes make a sound. And I was like, okay, so I was gonna get that checked out whenever I could. And I ended up deciding to just have them go take a look at it at a shop, and literally they were like, oh, this is gonna be about $1,500 to fix. So that's what I'm saving up for at the moment, using my checks every week. And shit, dude, it is hard. Like, it is hard saving money and simultaneously like wanting to buy shit all the time. Let me see if I can fix this lash real quick. So it's stuck. I don't know why I whispered, but it's stuck on there for now, so it seems. But anyways, this girl that sold me this car, we did do a test drive. It was like just a little test drive around the block. I didn't notice the alignment issue until after, like, when I went home. And I kind of mentioned it to her later on. And I was like, hey, look, this car has, like, a ton of issues. And those weren't blatantly stated in the post. And I feel like that's a little, like, shady. And she was just like, oh, well, I was just wanting someone to buy the car as is, blah, blah, blah. And, like, what she put was that, like, it was, like, a great running car. Like, basically, like, she literally put on there, impossible to get stuck because it's four-wheel drive. And anyways, that happened. And, of course, I didn't get any of my money back. I didn't want to return the car necessarily, but she also didn't provide a title, and we didn't write up a bill of sale. But she was trying to take the license plates, and I was like, I don't have registration or anything proving that I own this vehicle because we haven't made a bill of sale, and we also haven't, they haven't transferred the title to me. So it's just been a whole shit show as far as that. But honestly, at this point, I'm more worried about getting the car fixed. Because it does run well, like it has a lot of power, so that's a good thing. But yeah, I just felt like totally like, what the fuck, like, about that girl. Like, I don't know, I just felt like maybe she didn't know that those were like issues, but like yeah, like a heads up would have been nice. Like, I don't know, just what the fuck. But I'm gonna go ahead and see if this one's ready to put on. Ooh. Okay, but maybe not with these tweezers. Yeah, I ended up just having to use my fingers to put these on because there's like glue, I think, on the edges, so like it's wanting to glue to my tweezers and come off and do all kinds of shit that I don't want to deal with. So now that my eyes are on, I'm just going to wipe away some of the fallout. Oh. Just some makeup melt bliss oil-free makeup remover wipes with chamomile. They're kind of just your standard makeup remover wipe, and I'm just gonna use that to get the fallout. Alright, so got the fallout. Next thing I'm gonna do is focus on the face. So, just a second. Alright, so anyways, back to what I was doing. I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer to fill in my pores a little bit and kind of smooth the skin. So for foundation, I'm going to use the Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator. Medium coverage up to 24-hour wear. I have tested that claim and it is not true. But I still like the foundation for what it is, so I'll still use it. You don't need a whole lot. Like, I've got maybe like a quarter size right here. And I'm just gonna say blend that in. Okay, so now that that is done, for concealer, I think I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer, just since it's right here. And I'm going to just do a few dots under the eyes. Some on my nose. Up here. Okay. I'm gonna get out some powder for when it's time to powder all of this. Just getting my Coty Airspun ready. So now I'm just gonna set my whole face. Sorry I was like silent through all that. I was just super focused. But yeah. If you enjoy like these kind of videos, let me know. If not, like I'll go back to doing voiceovers. But I kind of like this a little bit better. It seems a little more personalized. And then also that way I can like show you step by step instead of like trying to go back and remember what I did and explain it that way. Oh shit, okay. Well, I'm done with that powder for now. I'm gonna grab the brush that fell. So now time to work on the rest of the face. I'm gonna back up a little bit. So let's see. Come out and find bronzer brush. She saved my life. Okay. Found one. So this is the Physicians Formula Murumuru Butter Glow Face Palette. And it's got your bronzer, blush, and a highlight all in one. So it's very nice. The color I've noticed though is a little bit deeper and warmer than the original butter bronzer. I don't know if it's just me, but I mean, like if I were to wear them side by side right now, they would not match. So I kind of hope that this isn't like their new formula or something, because otherwise I'm gonna have to switch back to some old products. Let's see. It's not like terrible, it doesn't do an awful job or anything. It's just like not my favorite. Next thing I'm gonna do is take a brush. I'm gonna take the It Cosmetics Live Beautifully, I think it's called, number 227 Flawless Blush. So I'm just gonna take that middle blush shade and kind of start dabbing it on the cheeks. Wow. Okay. You really only need like a couple taps into it to get the amount of blush that you need. And I feel like I did a good job today. I didn't over blush, so I'm very proud of myself. Next, I'm gonna take my highlighter brush and I'm just gonna go into the highlighter at the very end. And I love the way that highlighter looks like when it's first applied, and it just looks like super illuminating and just, yeah, that's what I live for. Alright, so there's that. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this palette, the face palette, away because I'm gonna spend a little more time working on the eyes. I know this has been like the most pointless tutorial, but I just kind of wanted to show how I do everything, and it's just kind of like a get ready with me at 10 in the night for no reason. Let's see. I think I want to use pick this brush. This is also from that BH Cosmetics collection. It's number 104. I think I'm gonna take the shade Vortex and Quest Crew and just kind of mix them together, and then I'm gonna put that like underneath my waterline. And I feel like applying it with a brush like this makes it so that it doesn't really come off harsh at all. It just looks very like buffed on there already, like you don't have to do a bunch of blending afterwards. Alright, so under eyes are done. Now I'm just gonna apply some mascara to my lower lashes, and I think do a little bit of lip color, well, lip product. Alright, so here's the final look I created. So it's really pretty, but again, it's really bronzy. It's really like, there's not a whole lot you can do with that palette. You can't really make a non-bronzy look. If you can, then I'm gonna keep trying, but yeah, this is pretty much it. I really like that face palette because I feel like it gives a nice glow to the face. And then also, I really like these eyeshadows. They come off really pigmented. I didn't even have to use my finger for the shimmer. Usually that's the case because most shimmers aren't all that great. But these ones performed pretty well, and I obviously will definitely be using them again. But thank you for just joining me and talking about makeup and doing makeup. So yeah, I'm gonna take some more pictures and videos, and thank you for watching. Alright, so final look once again. Colourpop Sandstone palette is slowly becoming one of my favorites, even if I disagree with how they marketed it at first. Other than that, like, I'm just kind of stunned. Like, I don't know. I'm just kind of stunned at how pretty this is. So anyways, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe if you would like. I am going to be creating more videos like this, more just random looks with the palettes that I have, and give me your thoughts on them. So thank you, and I will see you later now, for real.